Cadbury also reported, quote, excellent third quarter sales. Well, that's what they say. But as Kraft looks to devour the company, will that help? Well, to help us now, I'm joined by the top-rated analyst on Cadbury. He's Jefferies International Simon Marshall-Lockyer. Now, Simon, thank you so much for joining us. In terms of what we've seen, these better-than-expected figures, extra ammunition, or does it just make them a juicier target?
Well, I think that it obviously strengthens the defence of the company that they've produced on the trot some very strong momentum from the first quarter through to the third, and this third quarter really is some of the best numbers we've seen from Cadbury in living memory. But it has been building up over the quarters. It isn't just a built out of the blue to strengthen their defence policy. Here, they're really the underlying trend of performance has been driven by the innovations, and particularly the improvement in the mix component. These are the higher margin products which are pulling through and which are coming off the innovation pipelines in gum, but also in the chocolate confectionery activity.
Simon, what's the best strategy for Cadbury's now? Can it hope for independence, or will it just get a higher price?
Well, certainly the numbers that they've been showing today, the raised guidance, as you've seen, they've raised guidance very materially, both in terms of growth and margins, not only for the current year, but implicitly going forward. And effectively what you're seeing is that the Vision into Action restructuring program is being shrunk in terms of its timescales of delivery. And that is the proof, ultimately, that the management's restructuring and strategy announced in the middle of 2007 is really bearing fruit at this point. And I would say that they have a much better chance, following the announcement of results today, they have a much better chance of being able to defend their independence going forward.
What does Kraft do now? I mean, do they have to make a formal offer or walk away?
They certainly have to make a formal offer. I could only imagine that they would make a formal offer, and they have to make one by the 9th of November. The opening offer that Irene Rosenfeld, the CEO of Kraft, made at the beginning of September was an indicative, unofficial offer. Now she has to come up with the official bid, according to the regulators here in the UK, by the 9th of November. If they don't, then they are precluded from making a subsequent bid for 6 months. Now, we would think it really unthinkable that they would bid for Cadbury without having enough ammunition to be able to raise their bids somewhat with an official offer at, by the 9th of November. We think the chance of them walking away would be very small.
Simon, what kind of price? I mean, we're looking at $799, significantly above?
Well, our needs to go at 945p. We raised our price target to 945p on Monday, 2 days ago, in a note from 900 pence. This is, our benchmark of the M&A transaction value of this asset. It's not only a change of control value on the asset, it's also the fact that any taker of Cadbury would be effectively leapfrogging in pole position of the global confectionery industry, with the added benefit that this is the only publicly owned side of the major gum operation, which is, of course, the fastest growing in the mid-market of the confectionery industry.
Thank you so much for all that on Cadbury's. Well, we